So we pulled into Koreshian State Park, and I asked the front lady if they are renting kayaks or canoes, and unfortunately they're not because of COVID. So right now we stopped at this kayak rental place in Estero, and we are going to kayak up Estero River and into Koreshian State Park. Hello class, and hello Professor Evers. Right now I am on Estero River, and I am with my best friend slash roommate Danny Scofus. Danny, you want to turn around and say hi?
What's up, guys?
So today we are going to be kayaking through Estero River and into Koreshian State Park. So right now, if you look to the left behind me, those are mangroves.
Yo, are you even paddling?
So pro tip, kayak or canoe with one of your best friends or buddies, so then you can sit behind them and not paddle. Danny and I just stopped. We pulled off to the side of the river to enjoy our pub subs. All right, so the first question to the freshwater wetland self-guided field trip is, what is a watershed and why is it important? According to the National Ocean Service, a watershed is a land ocean. Okay. Well, it's not like I was All right, so the first question to the freshwater wetland self-guided field trip is, what is a watershed and why is it important? Well, according to the National Ocean Service, a watershed is a land area that channels rainfall and snowmelt to creeks, streams, rivers, and eventually to outflow parts such as reservoirs, bays, and the ocean. Watersheds are important because they supply our drinking water, water for agriculture, and more. These watersheds are also important because they provide habitat to many plants and animals in Estero. To the left is a great blue heron that's flying away now, and a fun fact about them is that they have a 6-foot wingspan, and another interesting fact is that both of the parents take turns incubating the eggs for 4 weeks. So Danny has a fun fact about Spanish moss.
All right, so what you can do with Spanish moss is you can take it off of a tree. Never eat it from the ground because they're filled with tiny little red bugs that you can't eat. You always take they always have 3 little prongs. Take the middle one, take it apart. Usually a green stem. You can eat that. Put it in like a tea or something. And just in case you never have food in the wild.
Thank you for sharing that, Danny.
Well,
To our left is a little egret, and a fun fact about the little egret is that is that they spread their wings to shade the water and find their prey. Another fun fact about the Estero River in this part of the wetlands is that in the river there are snook, redfish, mangrove snapper, and also there's quite a lot of blue crabs in here that hang out right around the mangroves.
all right, so right over there we have a white ibis. The white ibis uses its long curved beak to forage in shallow water for food.
The second question of the freshwater wetland self-guided field trip is, what ecosystem services do wetlands provide? According to the United States Environmental Protection Agency, wetlands are important features in the landscape that provide numerous beneficial services for people and for fish and wildlife. Some of these services or functions include protecting and improving water quality, providing fish and wildlife habitats, storing floodwaters, and maintaining surface water flow during the day periods. These valuable functions are the result of a unique natural characteristics of wetlands. Question 3, what is the site's mission and what is the history of the preservation? Why is this particular wetland important? At Koreshan State Park in Estero, the history is actually quite interesting. In 1894, a colonist named Cyrus Reed Teed from Chicago was bringing his followers to Estero to build the New Jerusalem for his new faith called Koreshanity. His colonists and his followers believed that the earth was a hollow sphere, and they did a few experiments that seemed to confirm their beliefs. In 1908, Dr. Teed, at age 69, died, and that is when his faith and his following of his religion started to decline. Right there is a alligator, which is really cool. The bird to our left is called an anhinga. I can also relate this field trip to the first one in terms of kind of finding my belonging and finding peace out here on the river. Question 4. The questions above ask you to connect the wetlands to environmental sustainability. Now connect it to social and economical sustainability. So the Koreshan State Park offers kayak and canoe rentals. So that is a source of income, and additionally, you have to pay to get into these state parks. So that brings revenue to the state and to the state parks as well.